It's hard to argue that Inkling isn't one of the best characters Smash Ultimate's shown us so far. With their mix of, well, everything, Inkling players are proving to be a dominant force in the early metagame. However, not all Inklings are made the same. Contrary to popular belief, some of the Inklings you see in competitive play are absolutely not viable whatsoever. So I'm here today to provide you all with some cold hard facts about which Inkling you should bring to EVO 2019 and which you should only use in a casual match. We'll be going from worst to best, and without further ado, I present the definitive, official, objective, and uncontested Inkling tier list. Starting at D tier, we have Helmet Head, the 8th Inkling alt. Helmet Head is a character not even casual Smash players find usable. His mix of looking like a mistake and being one isn't conducive to the highly intellectual and skill-based gameplay that is Smash Bros. His only strength is being so ridiculous, you might have an opening at the beginning of the match to land a free hidden while your opponent is busting their balls out laughing like a rabid hyena, but beyond that, you're better off ignoring this ult entirely. Moving on, it's unfortunately a common misconception that Piss Pot, 3rd Inkling alt, or better known as Agent 3, is a viable Inkling. Having achieved decent tournament results already, people assume that Agent 3 is sitting pretty in the upper echelons of the Inkling metagame. However, I know it may be controversial to say this, but I staunchly believe Piss Pot's viability only goes up to C tier. Her strengths are certainly present like being in the actual game of Splatoon, but it's unfortunately too outweighed by her greatest weakness. The fact that she looks like a porta potty vomiting out gallons upon gallons of hot steaming urine. While taking a piss on your opponent is comedy gold, the only gold she actually has is the golden shower being fucking awful. At her most optimized level, she can give a real scare to the less skilled, but in actual play, she plays exactly how she looks. Like piss. Which sadly firmly cements Piss Pot's placement in the C tier. Send your hate mail to this address, and let's discuss our next Inkling. Moving up to B tier, we're now out of the low tiers and into the mid, whose sole resident is Hat Kid Inkling, the 5th alt. Decent, but unspectacular is the life of Hat Kid Inkling. With only a handful of players to her credit, she will only find herself being used by that one guy who wants to be a contrarian but doesn't actually have the balls to main a low tier. End of discussion, moving on to the actually good Inklings. Here we are, finally, in the high tiers. Unfortunately for Inkling's viability, there are 5 high tier alts ready for one's choosing. Unfortunately, the high-tier environment is still a rough one to be in, and for every collection of sons and daughters, there's bound to be the one that deserves less love and affection. Trust me, I know from experience. And fortunately for the 2nd Inkling alt, also known as he's that one little accident. This is a solid blue color and is also heavily featured in promotional Splatoon material, but he's also somewhat outclassed as a blue alt by our next Inkling, Glasses. Glasses is essentially but better, with a more unique shade of blue and some weird-ass polka dot shirt on. This attribute solidifies his placement in the higher tiers, with his main weakness being he's a fucking nerd. We only have 3 left to go, and our next pick is the original Inkling alt. Is the de facto Inkling color and most immediately recognizable. Being the Mario of the Inkling meta, she's easy to understand and get into, and I don't mean her pants because she's 14, you sick fuck. She's all around a fan favorite, with a decent player base to her credit. While some may want to feel a bit spicy by playing other Inkling alts, will always be your best friend for any beginner Inkling main, giving her a bronze medal in the Inkling alt metagame. The 2nd best Inkling is Schoolgirl, who just barely misses S tier. She's a purple Inkling who doesn't make you want to die. While not having any particular attribute like gear to differentiate herself from Woomy immediately, she has a powerful niche in her anime appeal. This gives her an edge over the already solid Woomy and makes her more than exemplary in tournament play, only losing to the uncontested king of Inkling alts, the Ink King, if you will, but please don't. Skull Hunter. We're finally here at the top with Skull Hunter, the 4th Inkling alt, but the best one overall. Skull Hunter's strengths come from the fact that he looks like he plays Nerf gun wars, but the bullets are real bullets and the guns are real guns, so just a shootout, basically, never mind. Skull Hunter is the epitome of badass and is a dominant force in the Inkling meta. Some say he must be nerfed, but I say screw you I say, because Skull Hunter more than deserves his comfy spot as undisputed lord of all Inklings, and I'm totally not biased because he's the Inkling alt I use. Okay, maybe a tad, but I'm smarter than you, so shut up. In conclusion, the Inkling meta is full of fun and diversity, but also harsh and dramatic challenges. Any potential Inkling player is gonna have to face these trials and tribulations with only the best surmounting them. And if you choose these top 5 as your ult, you'll be pretty damn comfortable during those times. Yeah, on second thought, Skull Hunter is S tier and everyone at bottom. Yeah, there we go. Okay, here's the definitive objective factual tier list right here. Skull Hunter is the only Inkling that matters. Fuck you.